chapter 6, verses 1 through 10. We then, as workers together with him, beseech you also that ye receive not the grace of God in vain. For he said, I have heard thee in a time accepted, and in the day of salvation have I secured thee. Behold, now is the accepted time. Behold, now is the day of salvation. Giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed, but in all things approving ourselves as the ministers of God, in much patience, in afflictions, in necessities, in distresses, in stripes, in imprisonments, in tumults, in labors, in watchings, in fastings, by pureness, by knowledge, by long-suffering, by kindness, by the Holy Ghost, by love unfinged, by the word of truth, by the power of God, by the armor of righteousness on the right hand and on the left, by honor and dishonor, by evil report and good report, as deceivers and yet true, as unknown and yet well known, as dying and behold we live, as chastened and not killed, as sorrowful yet always rejoicing, as poor yet making many rich, as having nothing and yet possessing all things. Paul gives us a list of 3 sets of things which characterizes the ministry, and they are physical, mental, and spiritual. He was attacked physically with whippings, stoning, left for dead, imprisonments, etc. But yet he labored and was a man of fastings. He was lied on and dishonored by some, and yet he was adored and honored by many. This is the mental aspect of ministry. Then the spiritual. While he was yet poor financially, he was yet rich spiritually, and yet possessing all things because our Father owns it all. All right, let's look at verses 11 through 18. O ye Corinthians, our mouth is open unto you, our heart is enlarged. Ye are not straitened in us, but ye are straitened in your own bowels. Now for a recompense in the same, I speak as unto my children, be ye also enlarged. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship had righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion had light with darkness? And what concord had Christ with Belial? Or what part had he that believed with an infidel? And what agreement hath the temple of God with idols? For ye are the temple of the living God. As God hath said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, said the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing. And I will receive you, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, said the Lord Almighty. Now, Paul is appealing to the Corinthian believers for separation and for cleansing. They were to stay away from idolatry, from worldliness, and from the spirit of worldliness that can creep into the churches and into the lives of believers if we are not watchful.